Liam, you know, loads of permutations there, but do you think ultimately this will go along expected lines and the big two will go through?
I do, Dara, yeah. I think Spain will win against Morocco, and I also think Portugal will win against Iran. But it might be more difficult for Portugal to win because the Iranians are a very stubborn side, they're very organised. Carlos Queiroz is the manager, very experienced man. His team play very defensively, and I can't see, even though they need to win tonight, I can't see them coming out and going at Portugal straight away. I think they'll play their defensive game, try to frustrate Portugal and maybe nick something on the break. Obviously, if Portugal score early, Iran will have to come out and we might see an entertaining game then. But I have a feeling we're going to see the Iranians camped in and trying to frustrate Portugal.
OK, let's look at the two teams. And Keith, you're going to talk us through the Iranian 11?
Well, Carlos Queiroz has been in charge since 2011, so he's had a long time to work with this set of players. The goalkeeper, Bernd Vandt, has been probably the best player so far, getting a lot of plaudits and earmarked to possibly make a move. That back four quickly turns into a back six because Amiri and Taremi drop back in to make basically a flat six with three in front of an Azmoun, been very, very isolated at the top end of the pitch. Purla Gayanji, the centre half, he's probably the one with the most leadership skills. Tries to organise, tries to orchestrate things about Hosseini, very, very inexperienced. In front of that, the player to watch out for is probably Yakinbash. He plays for AZ Alkmaar, lots of goals, but again, it's how they can get up the pitch, because as Liam said, they're going to have to come out at some stage and try to play, try to cause problems. But I certainly don't expect that in the first half. I think it'll be ultra defensive, which is the way they've got here. 14 clean sheets out of 18 qualifying games.
Yes, we saw them in action against Spain the other night. Let's, Didi, have a look at the Portuguese team.
Yeah, there's no surprises really. The backline picks itself. Font and Pepe form a very solid partnership at the back. Moutinho is back in training. There was rumours that he might be fit for the game, but Silva gets the nod in midfield. He will partner William. He will shield the back four and also support the front four. Quaresma comes in, plays on the right wing, Mari on the left, and then up top Andre Silva, who will roam around Ronaldo, who plays a different role than he used to play. And now he's a bit older, but not any less effective than he always was. He's got the 4 goals for Portugal, and he'll be the main man again to break this stubborn and dogged Iran team down. And I don't think it'll be easy. I think patience is required today for Portugal.
Yeah, we're told, by the way, that Ronaldo, it was reported in one of the papers that he was kept up very late last night. There were a group of Iranian fans making a lot of noise outside his hotel room and outside the place where the Portuguese team are staying. He wasn't best pleased. But anyway, I don't know how that will affect his performance today. Liam, we're going to look at one of the key men for Iran. They call him the Iranian Messi, although we haven't had too many opportunities to see just how skillful he is. Azmoun.
Yeah, Sardar Azmoun. He plays for Rubin Kazan in Russia. This is a goal he's scoring against Atletico Madrid in the Champions League, so he can do it at the very highest level. This is against Bayern Munich, and he makes Boateng for Bayern Munich look rather foolish here. Sells him a lovely dummy and just side foots it past Neuer. But he has been isolated for this Iranian team. This is him on the ball now, much deeper than he really wants to be. And a little bit, I feel a little bit sorry for him this tournament, because he is their main goal threat, but he's been up there on his own, and he's had to cope with long balls against 2-3 defenders sometimes, and it's not been easy for him. Look here, you know, he's up there on his own. A bit of a thankless task. He does get a flick on, but he's got no support. Again, another long ball, and there he is, chasing after lost causes. But he's game, and he works for the team. They all work very, very hard. They're a collective team, and but if Portugal have to throw too much going forward, he's a very dangerous player on the counter-attack.